Every day, chat and chart live during the New York session. Here, real traders share the raw truth, their mindset, technical analysis, and execution. This is where real traders show their skill set. Welcome to Tradin TV. This is your stage to shine.
Welcome back, traders, to episode 7 of Chart and Chart, coming to you live during the New York session, right here on FundingPips powered Trading TV. Before we dive in, quick highlight from yesterday. What a stream that was. We had Sai and Rosa, then Arnas has come and joined us, and Sai has received or took profit rather of 9,000 during the live stream. He took that profit, he took a sell, I believe, and he hit $9,000 in profit. It was amazing. Big shout out to him on the trade that he took. And today will be no different. I believe the traders will be trading whether win, loss, or break even, or maybe nothing. That's absolutely fine, because that's what trading is all about. We are putting the spotlight on the traders from FundingPips who are consistent and who are receiving consistent rewards from FundingPips. And what we want to highlight through their performance is what really trading is about the mindset, about the decisions, and about the process that takes place in front of your charts. So today, first up, we have Armash, ZamcoCapital, who has a big story. After 6 years of not being profitable and struggling quite a lot, he's now earned over $650,000 in just over a year. So he's doing absolutely phenomenal when it comes to his trading and trading in the space, and he's one of our top traders at FundingPips as well. Then we have WCK Fahad next. He has been trading with us, he's been trading since 2015, but he's been trading with us and he had received over 50,000 in rewards. And he is all about independence and building within the space and building his trading independence. And he has great ambitions and goals, what he wants to do with those rewards. You can also watch all of our traders that I'm mentioning today on our success stories on FundingPips to learn more about their journeys. And the third trader who you saw yesterday as well is Arnas, and he's one of our official brand ambassadors as well at FundingPips, and he has earned now with over 165,000, 8 years of trading, hustling, and he's finally here. And I really cannot wait for you to learn from our top traders. So guys, enjoy yourselves. Guys, the stage is yours. And please go ahead and have a wonderful trading session.
What's up, everybody?
Yo, man, what's up?
It's a pleasure, boys.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever spoke.
Yes,
your
bro.
name confused me. I thought it was my name. Because my name's Armash, so I thought it was close to, like... I thought
It is close. It is close. How you boys doing?
Yeah, doing well, man. How
I've
are
been
you?
fine.
Yeah, likewise. Just chilling, pretty much. What's the plan? Armash, you want to take over the charts? Tell us what you like today.
Sure, I can do that. Let's see. Currently, I'm just holding my gold buys. Basically, I've been in this since the morning, since London session. Sorry. So my entry was there, right down here. So I've literally just been holding this trade all the way through. Wait, sorry, that's not the right entry. That's right. One sec. It was there. That's it. There we go. So I've just been holding this all throughout the London session, and now New York. It's just been tapping the entry. I haven't made a break even because I know gold's been really, really stupid this month. So I don't want to be taking out a break even. I'd rather accept the loss. So I've just been holding gold.
Damn, that's an RR. What is it, like 1 to 7, 1 to 8, 1 to something like that?
Well, currently it's running at 125. It ran up to 127. I'm kind of anticipating it to go up to the Asian highs.
Yeah, cool.
What about you guys?
That's some balls to see that pullback, you know. And then-
I mean, I just
I mean, being 1 to 7. I remember when I was trading, I used to see where I had also like 10R, just literally like 3-4 stop losses on euro dollar, and just huge bars.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I used to sweat a lot. I remember when I had like a trade pull back on me after like around 7-6R, you know, and yeah, it really messed my psychology actually. So it was actually a thing where I decided to switch up a little bit and go into smaller or bigger stop loss strategy, just for my psychological sake, you know. But
Yeah.
I'm glad it's working out for you, bro.
Thank you. I mean, I guess this is where the difference comes in personalities. Like, high risk to reward is, you know, it suits some people, but for some others, their psychology just isn't for it. So it all comes down to your own personality. So I mean, yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
I
true.
couldn't do what you do. Like, wide stop losses, low risk to reward. I'd be thinking, wow, I've just missed out so much profit. Like,
Yeah,
I could have made so
Uh,
much more.
yeah. We talked about it with Sai yesterday as well, like in how he was trading trend lines, you know, and I mean he's profitable, etc., and everything, and it just shows how pretty much everything works.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I would say every strategy works. It has its time and place, and it all depends on the person that's trading it and how they approach it.
Yeah, exactly. How you
Like
been
some,
doing, Fahad?
yeah, Fahad, how are you doing?
I'm fine,
WTK.
bro. I'm fine. How are you doing?
Great to hear. Yeah, we're good. We're good. I think it takes some time for our sound to reach you. I think, like maybe a few seconds or something. So
Yeah.
we have to
Okay.
give you a little bit more time to before we start talking over each other. You know.
No, I
where
can hear
where
you
where are you
instantly.
from?
Yeah, I'm from Uganda.
Yeah, I thought so.
That's East Africa.
Okay, that's far away.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
that's
long
far
way.
away, even for internet. You know.
No. Our internet is instant. Actually we have everything here. We have everything here.
Yeah, that's not what I meant. I meant like it's even for the for my voice to reach you, you know, not even it's a lot of kilometers or miles, but even for my voice to reach you, it takes some time, you know.
Yeah. So what are we looking at today? What are we looking at today?
Honestly, today's been very bad. Like, in terms of price action, everything's just, it's weird. I can't really get a good direction on price. Like, Nasdaq's been horrendous. Like, if we look at Nasdaq, look at this. Like, what are you meant to do in all of this? Nothing. All of Asian session, pretty much nothing. London session, nothing. Overall, I would say I'm kind of bearish on Nasdaq for now, because previous daily closed
Mhm.
bearish. So look, we had a big bullish candle, straight away bearish, engulfing it. Next candle looks like the daily candle's making its top wick. So I'm expecting this daily candle to flip bearish and then continue down. That's kind of what I'm anticipating. But we'll see. In terms of entry, it's a bit tricky to say. I guess we might sweep these highs, because we have been consolidating quite a lot. We have this 5-minute order block right here. So we might like sweep these London highs and then maybe sell off, or we might not get that sweep and we might just sell off the moment NYSE opens, but we'll see. But from bias wise, I'm bearish on NASDAQ for now, at least to this low. Actually, sorry, at least to the Asian lows over here. But we shall see. And on gold, I'm bullish. Obviously, every single day it's just been pumping. So kind of just expecting it to continue rallying up to sweep highs to the left. You can see right here, we have these highs over here. Kind of anticipating for it to flip bullish, continue up and sweep these highs. But we'll see.
Pretty much repeat yesterday.
Yeah.
Same price action as yesterday. Print the daily low just pre New York, I think.
Yep.
And then flip bullish with more volume.
Yeah.
You kind of see the I'm thinking the same. But I'm looking at euro dollar and pound dollar as well. So it's for me it's a little bit let me switch over to the charts perhaps.
Yeah, go for it. And do you have like a fisheye lens or something? Like you have a really nice wide...
It's a GoPro. I use GoPro as a webcam.
Okay. So
Yeah,
the field of view is very nice. You can see a lot.
Yeah. It's like you can't see my emotions though, like in my face, because I can see that big smile on Fahad, you know.
Because I know you can't hide emotions. We can still know it.
Yeah. I mean, you'll hear me cry if something, you know. Yeah. So. So what I'm looking at, euro dollar, I mean, it's bullish. It's from 4-hour perspective, we're like in a kind of a, I'd say an impulsive move. But for me to get into buys right now, I just don't see anything. I mean, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4-hour candles that are like a range of them is like maximum like 27 pips. So in my eyes, like price is kind of going nowhere. But for further buys, I think that I'm a little bit priced out right now. So I would be looking for internal structure on 15 minutes to continue bearish. I would not trade against internal structure. So we had a breach of this low here. It was, of course, Asia low also. We are retesting these swing break of structure levels here and reacting from this sell to buy wick demand. If this holds and we see a new high or at least a breach of these highs here, then potentially I would be looking for continuation buys, because I think overall euro and pound, they should be printing another bullish month or quarter even as well. But for now, I mean, the price is going down. I am favoring sells at this very moment, simply because we're reacting from an area of interest here on the 4-hour as well. If we look at the zone here, so it was like price tried to reverse from these levels here. Eventually price filled a lot of orders and then made a push that resulted in a couple hundred pips downward movement. Now we have retraced all of it, took liquidity from that point, and we'll see if this high here will hold, and potentially we can get to areas here. But I mean, right now, just sitting on my hands, really, I was kind of forcing trades yesterday just because of stream a little bit. So now I'm like just taking a chill pill as well. So far, I mean, it was a good week last week, and now I'm just I just don't want to get too excited and just pretty much sitting on my hands. So for now, and I'll see if price comes here, then potentially I will look for buys. I do see the liquidity. We swept this low. That was yesterday's move. So potentially there's liquidity here. But what I try to do is, again, as I said on stream many times, I try to react and from liquidity and not anticipate liquidity. So this could be a good point to buy, I think, if internal structures, which is bullish, only because we are still in premium pricing on a bigger swing. Another area would be these levels here, 1.165 psychological levels, somewhere here. That would be better pricing for me for continued longs. So for now, we are kind of going sideways, correcting, like building a small channel down, or you can call it a flag, whatever. We are moving correctively down, and we are moving impulsively up. So just pretty much waiting for the session to open.
So, what do you think is affecting the price action recently? Because if you look at all players, it's like we don't have enough volume maybe in the markets. Maybe the momentum is low. On all players, they are having those small candles. So it's an indication that maybe volume is low or volatility is low. So what do you think is causing this? Because I think it is breaching many accounts.
Yeah.
It's breaching out of accounts.
Yeah. Well, what I think, it's for me, it's just July. I've been in the market for so long, and I never had a good July.
Same.
Simple as that.
Yep.
I mean, it's just it's BS month, so that's why I took a small break and went to Greece as well. I mean, it was. I'm really not. I think overall for me, summer is where I see myself slack a little bit overall, just because of the weather, I guess, because you want to be outside, you don't want to sit in your office, perhaps, etc. But then the autumn comes, and then I see like results skyrocket for myself, like just starting from August as well. But I've never had a good July. So for me, this price action is like pretty much normal. Like we just try to squeeze those trades, which we shouldn't do perhaps. And I'm sure Armash can really resonate with this as well. I've seen his recent expost.
Yeah.
So you want to say it has nothing to do with maybe Trump misunderstandings between Trump and Jerome Powell?
I mean, I think he has there's always I don't remember like last administration, like Trump's Trump's administration. I mean, it's politics for me now. This all of this BS is, for me, it's like normal day. I mean, he's tweeting or he's calling some world leader, whatever. I mean, it's just a normal day in the market, and like. Of course, Jerome Powell and like him trying to fire a Fed chairman. I don't think that's ever been done, if I'm not mistaken with my history. Like it does affect it, but I think market kind of like it absorbs these things, So I wouldn't base it completely off of it. For me, it's just lack of volume, a lot of people on vacation, reduced risk, I think, like reduced exposure everywhere. That's it, I think.
Yeah, but Zamco, I don't think Zamco we can. My fellows, I don't think we can rule out the impact of Donald Trump towards the markets. Because remember, was it 2 weeks back when we had that that there was a link that he was planning to sack Powell as soon as possible. We all remember the reactions of the market,
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest move we witnessed in this quarter, and then like after 10 minutes, he was like, no, I didn't say that, So I think maybe, yes, we can say that maybe people on vacation reduced risk, but I think this time round it's a bit too much, you know. Since last month, you know,
Yeah.
we rarely say serious moves. We rarely, it's rare. We only see serious moves when the guy tweets, you know.
Yeah.
Don't you
Yeah.
think? For me, I've been observing
I
him.
mean,
Do you know that even these days, NFP, CPI no longer move the market that much big, but one tweet from the president and everything goes well, you know.
yeah, yeah.
So I think
I
it
mean,
also
it
has
definitely
something to
has
do.
impact. I mean, I'm not saying it doesn't. You know, it's a president of the number one economy in the world. You know, for now. But and of
For
course,
For
now.
now.
yeah, yeah, for now. You know, and I mean, it's we all know where it's going. You know, but I mean, for now, it's the number one economy in the world. But of course it does matter, you know, and it has impact, given that he's like, I think he's a trader himself. Like, I mean, the guy just like
You are true.
major manipulator, you know. So it's yeah, like, obviously, you know, there's input there. I think they're asking for a gold chart. Do you want to do more maybe top down, Zamco?
No, thank you. Gold has been horrendous for me. I can't honestly. I got no clue what gold is doing. I got no clue where to
Okay,
enter.
let's do Fahad.
And
Fahad,
let me try to take them through gold.
Yeah,
let's
Yeah.
do
Though
let's
we
do
all know
gold.
its price
yeah,
action
you do
is
it, man.
Just a parabolic move up, a dildo up. That's it.
Yeah, this guy keeps spamming in the chat, thinking that's gonna help him win. It's just gonna make him lose. Doesn't realize it.
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, bro, come on.
So in most cases for me, the way I approach my analysis, mostly on gold and NAS, these are the only pairs I focus on. Actually, one pair and also the NASDAQ. So let me do a top down. For me, I always start on, I rarely don't go through 4 hour, daily and above. I start from 4 hour as I go down, you know. So the reason why I do that is because I prefer trading gold strictly in the New York session. So if I go to the daily time frame, if I go to the weekly time frame, so I don't want to be a swing trader. I'm a prop firm trader. So the more if you are trading with FundingPips and you want to hold for weeks, then the commission might go barbaric. So let's first look at 4 hour, the 4 hour time frame. So this is the mindset I always come with when it comes to the markets. I always focus on the bullish. I always focus on that trend. Okay, after focusing on that trend, then I go to the lower time frame to look for my entry models. So I prefer using continuation entries and I avoid reversal entries. So if the market is bullish, I would like to be bullish. If the market is bearish, I prefer being bearish. So I don't want to be the someone that the market is going to reverse from this point, then it proceeds. So all I want is to be in the same direction as the 4 hour time frame. So if my entry models don't support the 4 hour time frame, then that's no, I'm not going to trade that day. So it is simple. As you look here, we can see the market is bullish. So the market is bullish, and if we look at the candles, mostly within this area, so these candles here, they are so good. The momentum's there. The candles have been moving on well. Not until we faced, if you see this simple move here, okay, and I think this is because maybe they are trying so hard to break through this point here. So the market is bullish on 4 hour. Then I have to use 30-minute maybe to reconfirm areas of expansion. Guys, I know most of you are not used to the words I use, areas of expansion, impulsive moves. But when I'm taking my entry models, I always focus on the impulsive move and then the expansion. What is the impulsive move? So I always believe that the market will move in consolidations, as you see here. So when the market is consolidating, meaning we have buyers, or it's either buyers and sellers, so they are trying to overpower that. But remember, for us, we are day traders, okay? We are retail traders. We just anticipate, we just anticipate. We don't push that. We don't force trades that I'm seeing buyers, I'm seeing sellers. By the time I buy, I have to confirm that yes, buyers are there, So if I on the candle which has started this move, a candle which starts this move. So this move, I call it the expansion. For example, if you look at this point here, we had a consolidation on the 4-hour, then we had a move. So this candle which started the move, it's the impulsive what? The impulsive move. Then the candle which added on, that's the expansion. So if I'm to approach, if I'm to execute my buys, because since the breakthrough happened, it was an indication that buyers were still having the strength, because most of the people, I believe, we are looking at this point as the selling what? At the selling area. But then we had a breakthrough with an impulsive candle. So meaning if we are to look for that's if we are using the 4-hour as our entry models, then I'll be marking the candle close of the market, the candle close of the impulsive candle. So as soon as I mark the candle close of the impulsive candle, then that's an area where I want to buy from. So why am I buying from this point? It's because after a very big fight of buyers and sellers, I finally saw an expansion. So this was an indication that buyers are what? Are stronger. So going back to this analyzing gold, so since gold is bullish, then I'll go to 30-minute to see if I can look for more confirmation of my entry models, mostly for buyers. So if I get any confirmation of sellers, then I will not take it, because I want to be in the same line as buyers. So if I go to 30-minute, I just use it as an as a confirmation. So meaning, so far we are having a very big consolidation here. We can all see we have this consolidation. So this brings back what I have been explaining to you guys, that right now we can't tell whether we are having buyers or we are having sellers, because they are still in a very big in a very big consolidation. So what I'm going to focus on is a breakthrough. Okay, I'll have to wait for a breakthrough from these candles. But since I know that the market is bullish, because I can see, in case like when the consolidation happens, there is a possibility of, let's say, a breakthrough, a bearish breakthrough. So if I see a bearish breakthrough, I'm not going to take that trade. Why? Simply because the 4-hour is bullish. So taking sellers now, I would be going against it. So all I have to do is to position myself. Okay, I have to position myself to be ready for buyers. So I have to locate where I should execute my buys, or areas of interest for buyers. Okay, so let me hope we are the same page, my fellows. Are we at the same page?
I mean, let's see what the chat says. All I can see is hearts.
Sorry?
And like sand clocks and stuff in the chat. We're waiting for some response from the chat, but all we can see is spam now. It's because they are announcing the giveaway.
Yeah.
They're asking Fahad, can you please check the weekly candle? It's near to liquidity. Will it grab the liquidity today?
Oh, that's a very stupid question.
Okay.
The phrasing
Okay.
of that,
So
will it grab it today?
Yeah,
Like,
it's
how would I
we
know?
need 100% answer.
Yeah, like,
You have
because
it,
it's a weekly candle, you know, a weekly candle. But let's look at it. Okay, we are going to look at it that all I need is to position myself. Okay, I have to position myself to be ready for bullish entries. Okay, so meaning if I come on the 30-minute time frame, you know, so we had this area here, this point here.
I'm
So this
looking
was
now
a
for
good
the
point,
cells, just FYI
you know.
for the Euro USD.
Yeah, so this was a good point for buyers, you know, execute buys. So, but we had a breakthrough. The breakthrough we have been discussing of, you know, this candle, which made a breakthrough from this point. So that's our impulsive candle, you know, and its candle close was this point here. Okay, so meaning if I'm to execute my entry, if I happen to look for buys, okay, if I don't receive any confirmation on 4 hour that this bearish move or this bearish move is going to happen, you know, if I don't get a strong confirmation, then I'll have to wait for the market to tap this point here. Okay, I'll mark this as the possible area or the possible bullish area. That's on the 30 what? On the 30-minute. But as soon as the 4 hour confirms a bearish trend, then I can look for my entry, but still I won't take profits beyond this. My profits, I have to take my profits before touching this zone. Yeah, so for now, I think we should be focused more being bullish on the what? On the on gold. On gold, with my approach, I would focus so much on being bullish. And the possible area for bullish entries, I would focus on this area. Because right now, we don't know what's happening here. We don't know the power of buyers. We don't know the power of sellers. You know, then seeing that the question someone asked me to check weekly time frame.
Yeah, they wanted they were asking if now the question is like
They
very
asked me to
far
check
out,
weekly
but
time
they
frame.
wanted
Let me
to
try to
see,
look through it.
yeah, weekly time frame, and he was talking something about if it's gonna breach previous week's wick or something. I don't know. Armash, do you remember what he was saying?
yeah, he was asking if the weekly candle is going to grab the weekly liquidity or something. Right,
Yeah,
and
he was asking if it's gonna do it today.
yeah, I hate those types of questions. Will it do it today? Like, I don't know. You're meant to react to the market, not anticipate. Like, is it going to do it today?
Yeah.
It's like you get your information, then you take your trade. It's like,
I have an order on Euro USD.
nice. Zamco stressing right now, gold melting. I don't care if it hits stop loss. I really don't care.
Fucking haters.
Like, they don't realize I've blown so many accounts this month because the price action's been bad. If I hit another stop loss, I don't care. It is what it is, isn't it?
And if you
Also,
look at the
someone
weekly
asked,
time frame,
yeah,
the weekly
go on the
time
weekly
frame
time frame.
is consolidating like hell, you know. So how are you going to analyze the weekly time frame with such consolidation?
Yeah, I don't know, man. Someone was asking me what's my total payout with
Maybe you
funding
can
pips. Oh, you're
okay.
lagging. Oh, okay. I forgot you're okay. So basically, there it is. I know it's in reverse, but it's $71,212. That's my total payouts with funding pips. And that is only in 4 payouts. I've only ever had 4 payouts with funding pips. And that's 7,000, 8,400, 25,000, and 30,700. Those are my 4 payouts with funding pips. So total is what? 70, I forgot the number. 71,000.
Yeah.
71,000. So that's total.
Asking Arnas if you're in EU trade. No, not yet. waiting for the price to come back, to pull back.
You can share euro. Share euro.
Yeah. Okay. Hold on.
Zamco, you a big man. 71K. Good money there. Okay,
Yeah,
you
but
can take
it
us
disappears
through
very
euro.
quickly.
You said you were going to sell.
Yeah, I am.
You can
But I
share.
mean, I'm still waiting this. So for somehow I'm not being able to share. Like can you see my screen or not?
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. Yeah. Why is it not? Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I had a new daily low. So price is still continuing this movement here. I will take a sell, 9 pip stop loss. Price has mitigated this area once again, tapped it here, reacted and made a new low. So what I'm expecting now is for this zone to be a market objective and potentially doing something like that. And like final areas would be here. But by then my goal is to get to 2R, which would put me break even. So that's and my entry is a little bit like 7.2, 7.6. Simply just to kind of compensate for, slippage, etc., for spread. So I get in if price wants to just come in, just leave a small wick here, and then move down. So yeah, we shall
That's
see.
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Yeah, that's 5 minutes.
Okay.
And
You know.
15 minutes are looking like this. So there was a good candle here. It swept the liquidity here as well, made a new low. I am aware that I'm selling into retest levels as well. Now it actually tapped this level exactly, but I'm not looking much to the left. I'm expecting it to like go a little bit deeper, perhaps towards these levels here, 17,096 or at least 1717. We'll see. But stop loss is in a good place. We do have some areas of interest here with the strong 15-minute level, but yeah, I just want to play the momentum that's kind of happening as we speak. It could be a pre New York trap, but I mean, it's all just probabilities. I see this, like I like the price action. What it's telling me, it gave me some confirmations that price wants to make new lows and reactions. That I don't see any aggressive reactions just yet. And then dollar is also in a 4-hour zone that I had for quite a while. So it took liquidity here to the left. We are in both discount areas. So I do expect some sort of reaction from here. And we'll see if we can get a little bit more upside movement here. We might perhaps get in and get to our 2R targets. But yeah, I mean, the price is still some few pips away from the entry. So I just have the order in. That's it.
Nice. People are
So
asking.
good.
Go for it, man.
What makes this area strong?
Which one? This one?
I don't know what they have asked. I don't know the area they are talking about.
There was a ZamcoCapital. Oh no, wait. When I see capital, I immediately think that it's me that they're asking a question because I have capital as well, and
Yeah.
You
and then I
also
look,
have
okay, Zamco.
we have ZamcoCapital. We have also your Arnas Capital. So they have to make it clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I saw two questions.
Hey.
One is, do I risk 4.5% in the evaluation stage? Because apparently he has a screenshot and he's asking, do you actually do that? Yes.
But
when
do you know they are going to be asking that until you leave this world?
What do you
Do
mean?
you risk 4.5%?
Why do you have a
That
screenshot though? Why can I ask? Why do you have a screenshot?
Yeah, why does he hold a screenshot of that? I mean, yeah, I do risk 4.5%, especially on fund. So with FundingPips, they allow you to risk however much you want in the challenge stage, which I absolutely love. It makes it so easy for me to pass. So yes, I do risk 4.5% in a single trade. Wide stop loss. I just need to get the direction correct, and I already passed like phase one with just like a 1 to 1.5 risk reward, and that's it. I passed phase one, and phase two, it's just like a 1 to 1 risk to reward, and that's it, you pass. So yes, I do risk 4.5%. And another question was, how's my week gone? I'll show you how my week's gone. It's been so gorgeous, just reds.
Yeah.
But if you were to look at all of my losses, they're all consistent in terms of risk. I've just risked 1% on this account. It's not my funded account, so it's fine. I'm still waiting on my 300k FundingPips funded account. It's just being onboarded right now. But yeah, like depending on my on the firms, I do change risk. But I love FundingPips so much. It can just do 4.5% risk, no problems.
Yeah, and then you don't
good.
get any emails, like saying, "Oh, you risked excessively," blah 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 blah. So you're like
Exactly.
putting limits, etc.
I
no
love it.
disappointments.
We do what we like. We trade how we want. I'm also like the same as you, Armash. I'm a little bit more of a higher risk taker on phase one, especially. I think it's
Yeah.
just phase two is way more. It's a lot more valuable, phase two, than phase one.
Yep.
Phase one is like, I mean, if you look at the pricing, it's just only $500 risk anyway, with that trade. And you actually have 2 times $250. Like, I mean, if you lose first one, you still have another shot because you have 10% drawdown.
Yeah.
So it's $250 per trade. So if you just kind of time it well and choose the right asset, and the only thing you need to do is to get the direction right. And then, I mean, nobody's gonna deny anything to you when you reach a payout. Oh, you risk this much, you risk this much. I mean, it's not gonna be any issue about it. So that's the best part about it. I mean, it's a peace of mind, it's because it's built
definitely.
by traders. So
Yeah, I love it.
For me, I always tell people that trading is already challenging. So make withdrawals easy, So withdrawals should be made easy.
anyone is trading USD JPY? They're asking for us to take a look at. I have never trade. I don't think I've had ever. I think you are Armash. Do you trade USD JPY sometimes?
Yeah, I do trade USD JPY.
Maybe Zamco should take us through it.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
Let's go, bruh.
Sure, I can do that. There we go. Right, so in terms of USD JPY, I was expecting price to come to this 4-hour fair value gap to then continue down further, but we just about missed it. And I guess the reason
Is
for
it me
that.
or you can't see the screen?
Oh, you can't see it
You
right
don't
now?
see the screen.
Yeah,
We
but
don't
it same
see.
happened to me. Like, just stop sharing and then share it again.
Do it again. Okay. Can you see it now?
Not yet.
Interesting. That's weird.
There it is.
You see it? Okay, cool. So basically, on USD JPY, I was expecting sales yesterday from this 4-hour fair value gap, but we came very close, but we didn't tap it. We just about missed it and then started dropping, which was annoying. But then looking back at it, I can see that we actually had this 1-hour order block right here. So this was a clean tap of that and then continuation down. Also, just in terms of retracement, price did retrace more than 50%. So we did come into a premium area and there was a 1-hour order block here. So I guess that made sense to sell. I just wanted it a bit higher, but I didn't get it. So whatever. And then price started continuing further down. And then again, today I was expecting sales from this 1-hour fair value gap right here. and it missed it because this was this was a really nice area for me because we had 147,250, and that's exactly where the 1 hour fair value gap was, just above the Asian highs. And what happened was we just skimmed the Asian highs, just sweeping it, not even a proper sweep, and then we just started plummeting down. So now, based off this price action here, we're breaking these Asian lows over here. So I'm looking for further continuations down ideally. Reason is because on the left, I don't see anything significant for it to reject off. So I would expect USD JPY to come to this 30-minute fair value gap to then continue further down. And if you mark out from this high to this low, we can see that we have this 30-minute fair value gap in a premium area. So if we tap into this area and on the 1 minute time frame, we get a nice reversal confirmation, then we can take that sell down. So that's kind of what I'm expecting on USD JPY. And there was another question saying what made me take the gold buys. The reason for that, let me just quickly break it down, is we were pushing up. Of course, gold is extremely bullish right now, as you can see. And we have this 15-minute fair value gap over here. We tapped into it, we rejected, then we went further into that 15-minute fair value gap, and then we started pushing up. Now, what happened when it pushed up? We can see just based off structure over here that we had this low, we pushed down just before pre-London open, we pushed down, we pushed up, and then we shifted structure to the upside. We broke this high over here. So once price broke this high over here, we had a 3-minute fair value gap right here, right there. So once price came into that area, I took my buy. And once we started rejecting it, then I took my buy with my stop loss just below this wick. And I have just been holding that, expecting price to come up to this Asian high. And I don't know if we're actually going to get that. We're probably just going to go back and hit my stop loss, but we'll see. I'm just holding this buy, and that's the reason why. So yeah, that's USD JPY. Expecting bears, or we might actually continue up further into this 30-minute fair value gap up here. Sorry, 15-minute, sorry, hourly. There we go. We might actually just sweep this high again and then come up into this area and then sell. But if we're not going to do that and we get confirmation here, we could take a sell from this 30-minute fair value gap down here. So yeah, that's USD JPY and gold.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
And they're asking how many accounts did you breach? I mean, I think I've breached 50, 60 accounts, maybe more.
Yeah, I've blown over 100, maybe 150.
May can't even guess the number.
I mean, I'm just talking master accounts. Like challenges, I wouldn't be probably close to 200 also. Like if I include challenges. Like just master accounts, I'm sure it's like around 50 or something.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, around about that for me too.
Bro,
yeah.
Like what's your overall payout from FP?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
What is my overall or your average? You said.
Overall, like you see, ZamcoCapital has 71K.
165 and a little bit more, like 165 and change, something like that since 2024.
Very nice. Damn.
Yeah, I mean it's a good amount, you know. Nowhere close to Zamco's numbers, but I mean, I am like maybe like quarter million overall, something like that. I'd say, like, you know, but like it's just been funding pips all the time, just simply because it's now like there's no way to match funding pips, you know. I mean, there's no other, like, it's just it is great. Zamco, why don't you move to break even? Third tap at entry is likely to push down.
Honestly, I want to take the loss just so I can breach this account. It's in draw. It's like
is it a master account?
No, it's only phase one. He
needs the discount, you know. He needs a taste of it.
Like the comment section, bro.
Yeah, yeah, it's crazy.
I have also been challenged with Arnas Capital. You have blown almost 200 accounts.
Yeah, yeah, a lot, a lot, a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just because I have we talked about it with Sai yesterday as well. He's the guy with the hot seat, like 52 consecutive payouts.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, like he's also like 160K in, and his most like his biggest payout, I think it was like $3,500 or something. So for me personally, I can't do it like this. I mean, it needs to be bigger numbers for me. It's
True.
just simply because where I'm from and where what I was doing, perhaps not when before I was trading, but whilst I was trading, I like had a quite an okay paid job in Norway, in Scandinavia. One of the richest countries in the world as well. So like for me, it needed to be like I needed to beat my salary, at least my monthly salary, with the payouts. That like it had to at least match my salary. So
Yeah.
even if I remember many times where I was up like 4K on an account, and I just blow it all away, not even get anything out of it, simply because I mean it's just because like I'm more, I guess me and Armash, we're a little bit more risk friendly. Like we tolerate more risk, I guess, in that sort of sense. And yeah, it's just
For for me,
consistency. It's great. I mean, consistency is great. I wish I get there at some point, but it needs to be numbers that I'm satisfied in. Like I could do 20K each week. That'll do. That'll do. So I mean, then I could stay consistent. 20K each week. Then I'll stay consistent. Like
but
that's
do you know like the thing you said at start? It depends where you are from, eh?
yeah.
Here, for example, here in Uganda, like last time I saw ZamCapital posted a payout of 40K, a payout of 40K. Do you know how
Mm.
much is that in Uganda? That's
How
like
much?
180 million Ugandan shillings.
Damn.
So basically, I'm a millionaire.
Yes.
You were millionaire
Exactly.
here, by the way, because if you made no if you made 650K
Yeah.
He's a billionaire
this
then.
year, that's like almost 2.5 billion here.
I'm a billionaire. That's it.
So meaning
Uh,
meaning meaning if you are making let's say 4K per month, that's good money here, because even some doctors here don't make that money. Some doctors here, actually many doctors, don't make that money here.
yeah.
So it depends where you are from.
Yeah, it does depend a lot. I mean, it does depend a lot. There's a reason why like GDP per capita exists. So it's so like but I am sure things are less cheaper in Uganda than it is in UK or in Norway, for example. So I mean, it all depends on, for example, what you can like for example in Norway, like if you want to ride a train like from one part of the city to another part of the city, it's like 5-6 euros for a single trip, and it's like it takes you 10 minutes. So 6 euro, even where I'm from in Lithuania, that's a lot. So, and it's in Europe as well. So it all depends. It all depends. It does. So that we perceive what's a lot depending on our background and depending on where we live.
It's like when I had that interview with FundingPips, Pauline, like the statement they made, a trader made 50K
Yeah.
in payouts, in reward. Do you know many people in Uganda are like, this guy is very rich, and I'm like, people are getting that money in a single payout,
Yeah,
single
but
payout, and someone.
hey, but bro, you are rich also. Come on, then. Like, I mean, you're a G too. I mean, you're pulling big bucks. So I mean, let's not.
No, I'm not. I'm not. Actually, I remember yes, the last session we had. I was like, when I make 500K in rewards, I'll give Zamke a call. I'll tell him, bro, I made it. I made it. I made it. Because when you are trying to
Break
achieve
out the red
something,
panties, baby. We made it. You know, Conor McGregor said that. Break out the red panties, baby. We made it.
bro, when you are trying to do something, and when you tell people that I want to do this, some of them will say it is impossible. Like back then, 2015, 2016. I used to tell people I'm going to be making money from the
Yeah.
computer. And they were like, bro, just focus on education, don't waste your time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And now they're always watching every session I have.
Yeah. Told you, we made it.
So it's
I
possible.
mean,
It's
there's a
possible.
reason why you're here. You know, there's a reason why all of us are
Mm,
here.
mm,
And we're looking at the gold price, and I'm starting to take bets here now.
mm.
Uh, are we rejecting this low now?
I
And we
want it
don't
to
get
hit
it, and yeah, and if it hits a stop loss, there's a ZamcoCapital shares a discount code of 10%, I think. That's like
Yeah, I mean, look, people don't realize I want it, like if it's gonna hit stop loss, I want it to hit stop loss. Like I don't like being in a trade. If it's gonna hit TP, great, hit TP. If it's gonna hit stop loss, please hit my stop loss. I don't
yeah,
like
yeah.
this in between. Like
Oh, this is terrible. Like when price is moving up and down and up and down. Like
Mm,
yeah,
mm,
yesterday on yesterday's stream, I took a loss within like 2 minutes or something. So like I just got tapped in, and then next few candles, I'm out. That's it. That's the best. That's the best trade. Like I mean, it shows you that you're wrong right away,
yeah,
and then you don't have to sit and watch, etc. Because when you watch an open trade, usually for me, I cannot see anything else happening on the chart. But if you take a quick loss, then you could just be like, okay, I was wrong on, for example, gold, etc. Not my
mm,
day.
mm.
Maybe look at euro dollar or pound dollar, etc., and then find an opportunity there. But um, yeah, I mean, they're saying gold is the best. I have 2, 3 accounts in instant funding, but they didn't give me payout. That's why I asked. You need to make profit first to get a payout. Um,
Maybe actually let's talk about that. For me in these prop firms, I strongly, for me, I only believe in the two-step model. You know, because why the two-step model has its own. The rules are so clear. Even if you have just started the trading, you
they
can
say,
you
Arnas,
can
are you
know.
gay? They're spamming, Arnas, are you gay?
You know the two-step model, they will be like, this is the drawdown, this is the profit target, okay, don't trade news, and it's done. But when you go to instant funding, then there is a consistency rule, then there is that rule, you don't know how to interpret it, then there is the other rule, and it is there, you don't even know how to approach it.
Yeah.
So for me, I always try so hard to avoid Zamco. Share that code.
Go
Share
on.
the Discord code.
you guys don't realize how happy I am after hitting stop loss because look,
Don't you also, Armas, don't you also like sometimes when you're like in a drawdown, bigger drawdown, and like have just a trade or two left on the account, do you get some sort of relief once you blow it? Because I do. There's like,
yes,
fucking hell,
That's the same thing which
finally,
happens to me.
new
I
fresh
yeah,
account.
exactly, yeah.
For example, when you only have like 2% left or the drawdown, you'll be like, let me take this trade, either it pays or not, then I move on.
Yeah. Yeah, so basically, if I'm in drawdown, which I am, if my account, like my account's literally blown now, I am so happy. I'm like, oh, finally, I can start fresh now because I buy max allocation. I can't buy any more accounts if I currently have a trade like accounts running. So I'm so happy. Like, finally, okay, cool. It put me out of my misery. Now I can buy another one, start fresh. Just need to hit one good trade and I pass phase one. So people are saying in the comments like, "Oh, you're almost finished," and this and that. I don't care. I wanted to hit stop.
What do you mean almost finished? What did he mean?
Yeah, now it's finished. But previously he was saying it almost finished.
Okay.
But like, yeah, there we go. Perfect. It's hit my stop loss. Great. Thank you. I've been put out of my misery. Now I can relax. Now my head is clear. I'm not in a trade. Relax.
That's the point, man. And people, for example, we are all here. We have got rewards from FundingPips, and someone is like, I have made almost 160K, but I have blown almost 200 accounts, and then someone thinks that we are going to cry over one account. So,
Yeah.
someone has been blowing accounts. Even for me, I don't even know
that's
the number of
that's just
accounts.
a single data point. Same as taking one loss. It's just that's it.
Yeah, I can't
And-
even imagine.
And
I missed my trade missed an entry on what is it?
Euro?
Let's see,
share and receive.
272 and 275. I mean, yeah, it just we'll see if
So,
it triggers a little bit later.
You are looking for buys, sales.
No, I'm just looking at like I had an order already on Euro USD, but price didn't tap it. Like it's probably moving from a 50% mark.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't get to the entry. Let me share
So
the
that's
screen.
that's good. For me, that's why I always say that if
You got
4
what?
hours.
The breach email.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's what I say that for me, whenever if the 4 hour is bullish, even if I see an entry of bearish, even if it looks like how, I just accept a loss and I move on. Maybe you can share your Euro USD.
Yeah, I'm trying. I'm also like I see that sometimes it's like reacting slower. But yeah, just
Yeah. So you have missed
have
the
a new
entry, by the way.
yeah, it missed. But I mean, I'm happy just like when I get these kind of movements like this away, like it kind of validates that, like, okay, at least I made the analysis correct-ish as it's moving to that direction, that I like, that I kind of predicted. Like it kind of like, it scratches my ego a little bit. It's like, well, at least I mean, I wasn't like buying here, etc.
Yeah.
But I will go ahead.
You missed with was it a peep?
Not even.
Not even a peep.
I missed it by spread, like 0.4. So like, I mean, it needed to come in like here for me to get a trigger at least. Yeah,
that's a shame.
Perhaps somebody got in, but yeah. Now I don't want it. Like, I mean, this is still unmitigated kind of. So the way I look at it is this could be inducement for traders to chase the price, like here. Also, this move down doesn't have any structural liquidity. So structural liquidity is above. So we might get something like this. However, I would have rather got in with this move and then be close to break even now. So with my risk
Someone
level.
is asking. Someone is asking in the comment section. Is asking Zamco, how many trades do you take in a day?
On average, maybe like 1 or 2. It just, yeah, about 1 or 2 a day. That's typically what I take. Like today, the gold one, that's my first trade I've taken today, and I've just been holding that. And maybe if an NYSE open NASDAQ gives an opportunity, I might take that. But that's about it. Probably like 1 or 2, sometimes 3. If I've taken like 1 or 2 losses, then I'll try and look for another one. But after that, it's pretty much that's it really, because I'm not really going to get a good setup after that later in the day. Usually in London session is when I get my setup. So if I've already taken like 3 losses, then I'm probably not going to get my setup anymore. So I kind of just leave it for the next day.
Did you guys see the new feature of the beta, like the new dashboard? They
No.
show, check it out on FundingPips. Like they show whether you're more like bull or bear overall from all of the data they have.
Oh, I
Yeah.
haven't seen that. Let me.
Yeah, check it out. It was like interesting data. It also showed, for example, where like which days are the most profitable overall from like taking challenges and also taking master accounts. So like all the trading data that you have with FundingPips, you can now compare and analyze as well. So I've learned that the only day that I make most of like my only profitable day is Thursday. All the
Thursday.
rest of the
Okay.
days, yeah, like, and by a huge margin. Like I lose every day. I like on Monday I lose a lot. On Tuesday I lose a lot. On Wednesday I lose a little. On Thursday I make a lot, and then on Friday I lose a little. So I mean, it's a good insight to have, and it also made me like that I'm also a bear. Like I like to sell assets.
Yeah,
So
same.
yeah, for me it's like I just see it better for some reason. Like yeah, I mean when I'm going against the trend, like sometimes like on gold or something, like it could be very costly when you're like stuck to like I have issues a little bit of switching my bias. Like I don't do that easily.
Right. Yeah, no, definitely. I completely agree. And I think selling as well, price comes down quicker than it goes up.
Yeah.
So yeah, my biggest trades have pretty much almost always been sells. Like I just get the big drops.
Same.
But
Because when it
that's
flushes,
actually, but actually that's normal. Even if us normally here, it's easier for us, for any human being, to sell than buying something. To buy something, you have to check something. Let's say you want to buy a stock, you have to make research, do what. But when you feel like I want to sell it off, you don't even make
yeah,
any
you don't
research.
care. You just have
Like,
your price.
I have the price, you just sell. So I think it's normal.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely
So
got
they
a
are
lot
going
of
back to
psychology.
execute your selling entry. Do you have any buying scenario, like any scenario where you might look for buys?
Just what criteria invalidates your setup for this trade? They're asking me. A break and close above this level here would show price switching bullish on 5 minutes. Until that's why the stop loss is there. Until that did not happen, I'm fine. And I have like a stop loss that's a little bit higher up to avoid a wick up, because price might as well just wick this spot, wick this price. So if price wants to, this is just an internal pullback. I wouldn't look at it as a swing pullback. It's just liquidity in the leg. So that's why this is still valid for me. I mean, now I feel like this even has more validity, to be honest. Yes, price could just be making a daily low here, because it's 1 hour into the session, I guess. but indexes and majority of the volume hasn't opened yet.
Yeah.
There's still some time. So like as long as price is staying below here, below this level, is fine. Like closes below. If it closes above, then it would be a breakout and a trend change. Of course, we can see a fake out where price could break back in with the next candle, leaving, for example, a 15-minute wick. But for now, I mean, it works fine. I can see liquidity over here. So what I expect now is for price to come in here and then sell off to fill this area of interest here, at least. So nothing changes. I'm still holding.
Okay.
Any other questions? So we have
some of them are talking about
I see.
giveaway, So
yeah, I mean that's majority of the talk is the giveaway. I've noticed.
yeah, giveaway.
Yeah.
They will be giving out accounts to the 50
Arnas, the
people.
market is going to tap the demand zone at 17,092, and then buy will be safe approach from that if setup permits as 180. It's really what I noticed and what I need to tell you guys. It's very difficult to imagine what you see on the chart and what you try to explain in a sentence. That's what I tell to my students as well. If you have a question, show it to me on the chart.
Yeah.
So you can just go ahead. You have the chat. We are happy to take a look at your charts and then make some notes, etc. Put in some effort into presenting what you mean by saying and just show it on the chart. It's easier for us to look at the charts and understand. Then we can apply it instead of reading it in a sentence with the price points, etc. Because we might be seeing the demand and supply zones differently.
It's like the game of chess, yeah. When you are not on the board, you see every move, but as soon as you sit on the board,
that's a very good one. That's a good one, man. I like that.
it's like that. It's like chess, bro.
Yeah.
When you are standing aside, you be like, that's the next move. But when you sit there, the story changes.
Yeah, it's like when gold was coming down to my entry, they're like, why aren't you break even? This, that. You don't know how I play. You don't know how I play the market. Okay.
I did not enter the trade yet. I have an order. I was not. What help you guys manage your psychology? Let's start with you, Fahad.
What helped me to manage my psychology?
Yeah.
So as I always explain to people that the best way to manage your psychology is to prepare your capital. You have to prepare your capital. How much are you willing to risk? Actually, from the source of the capital. Because if you use borrowed money, if you get a loan, if maybe you sold something you wanted so much and you want to use that money for trading, trust me, it's not going to work out for you. Okay, so you have to prepare your capital to know exactly how much I have. If I lose this money, what next? Then look at your targets.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
You look at the targets. What are you targeting? Is your target possible or impossible? For example, someone will be having like a 100K account from FundingPips. You used your last funds, the only money you had. Okay, but then you have been lucky. You have made it to funded phase. You have a master account, and then your target is to make 10K. But remember, you only had 500. So it would be better if you make, let's say, 3% for the start to get some money in your pockets. Then you can set your own targets, the targets which set you free. So my psychology, it always starts because whatever triggers our emotions, it's either we want to get more or we don't want to lose. So if I have prepared my money, if I have prepared my capital, then I will take my trades freely. I will take, for example, you have seen Zamco having a not even touching his stop loss. He was like, you know what, it's okay, let them hit the stop loss. Is the only reason he's saying that, it's because he has a good plan after the loss, you know. But he planned the money that if I breach this account, I'll buy this account, I'll pass it like this. Instead of you who only had 500, actually, if you only had 500 Zamco, you wouldn't wait for that stop loss to be hit. You would be either in break even, or you would have took profits on the first candle, you know. So I focus so much on preparing my capital because that's the source of emotions.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
That's very smart words.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, definitely.
Let's see if it's a quick stop loss or if it's how much buffer you allow to your stop loss. What do you mean buffer? I mean, it's 9 pips. It's
People are commenting with the dictionaries.
I mean, if I define where my trade is invalidated, and that's it. And I mean,
This one
I
is
don't
asking.
place the stop loss just like above the
And this
high,
one,
like just 0.001.
this one is
Like,
asking, give me an advice as a beginner. So one thing I always tell beginners is that as soon as you decide to be a trader today, 5 years from now, if you are consistent, you show up on the charts every day, every week, you are going to be a profitable trader. But the only problem is always going to be one thing: the things you did as you were coming up as a trader. You know, those things still look for us, even if we are profitable. Let me give you an example. You start as a beginner trader, you trade for 1 year, okay? 1 year you have started taking some sales, some buys, but then you create a Telegram channel, you start selling signals. After selling signals, you start making investments. Those are all mistakes. If you are a beginner, you don't need to do that because you don't know what you are doing. So by the time you reach the levels of ZamCapital, levels of Arnas, you are making your own money. And then people will be like, you know what? Yes, you are making money, but you scammed me, you know? So you always see such things online. People, they have already made it, but they still go for them. They still say, bro, yes, you are making money, but in this year you scammed me. You took my 10,000, you took my 100,000, you know. So as a beginner, you just have to be patient. Just show up every day. Such sessions like how we are now, yes, we are lucky now. We have Tradin TV. Different traders are being brought here, you know. So always show up. You will learn something, even if you don't learn how to analyze, but maybe you can go with something which is psychological, you know. So 5 years from now, you'll be a trader. Trust me. We have
yeah,
seen
it's
actually we have a good example here of Zamco. Zamco was like, you know what? After trading for 6 years, I have just become profitable. You know, so show up. So as a beginner trader, just show up. Just
yeah, and
avoid
don't give
making.
up. And as well, don't give up, after like you have to continue. Like it's that's like a winner is a loser who took another shot.
Yep.
So
Definitely.
Imagine if I stopped trading on my 6th year.
yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Just before the big gains.
yeah. Someone asked, how do you overcome fear in trading? And I think that phrasing of the question is wrong, where I don't think it's a fear in trading, rather it's fear as a person. So I think you have general fears in life that you think trading will affect. So what I mean by that is, if you are low on money, right, and you don't want to take a loss when you're trading, obviously that fear is going to be there, because if you take a loss, you don't have any money. So I don't think it's a fear when it comes to trading. It's a fear of your situation and what would happen. Because
Definitely.
I can guarantee if you had £100,000, $100,000 in your bank account, and you were losing, you were going to blow a 10K funded account, I don't think you would care, because it only costs like $100 or something to buy another one. I really don't think you would care. So it's not a fear in trading. It's just you are feared as a person due to your environment. So it's got nothing to do with trading. I think all of trading, everything you do in trading, your performance, everything. It all comes down to who you are as a person and your environment. It's got nothing to do with trading at all. It's just a reflection of who you are.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, and also the chart, like the chart overall. What is the chart? It's a reflection of every participant in the market, like of their
Yes,
psychology,
exactly.
combined psychology. That's it.
Hmm.
Like it's buyers and sellers placing bets, and the chart is an expression of that. Like, and if it goes one way or another, it means that like like the weight, switched to, like there was a bigger probability that there was more, for example, sellers that day or more buyers that day. That's it.
Yeah, yeah,
So
absolutely.
there is a question. This question comes to you, and as someone has asked, how long does it
Yeah.
take one to be profitable in trading?
It's all down
There's
to
no
you.
correct answer there, I
Yeah.
think.
I know people who are profitable within 2 years, and I know some
Mm.
people that have been trading 8 years and still aren't profitable. It just comes down to
Yeah.
how you approach things.
Someone is
And
asking how, like Zamco, what is your highest loss
my highest
in
loss
in, in a row
in a
and how
row.
did you
in the
conclude?
row?
Yeah.
Mm.
Okay, I think right now is my biggest losses in a row recently. Like for the past month or so, I haven't had a single payout. I've blown almost all of my funding. I had 2.6 million in funding, by the way, and I've blown almost all of it. And do I like cry about it? No.
Respect for the honesty.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no worries, man. I mean,
respect, bro.
everyone needs to know like it's not all sunshine and rainbow. I do lose. Like you just saw me lose my trade on stream. Like I don't care. I do lose. It's part of the process. Over time, over the year, I know that I'm going to be making a bunch of money from my system and my strategy. If it's a losing month or a losing period, I don't care. I'm just going to let it happen. So yeah, this whole month I've just been losing almost all of my trades. Just been reds, reds, reds. Maybe one or two blues here and there, but mostly it's just reds. I've been blowing most of my accounts. It is what it is. I don't really
Yeah,
mind.
but again, I mean, you have to look at it as I mean, it's a long-term play. Like,
Exactly.
it shouldn't be like, because of the 9 to 5 jobs that people have. Like, we are kind of a little bit perhaps um, trained to think in a monthly time frame, weekly time frame, because we work weekly hours, etc. Oh, he's gone.
Might just be a Wi-Fi thing. Might come back. There you
Yeah.
go.
Oh no, he's back. Okay. And then I mean, trading is something, like trading is is a business, first of all, and there's a reason why companies have quarterly reports. They report once a year, annual reports. Like that's something you need to, like. You should not be surprised if you have a losing quarter, losing half a year, and you'll only get to realizing this once you have spent enough time in the markets. And people who think that, okay, I'm like learning to trade 3 years, etc., and I haven't had like payouts, not seeing profitability, etc., like that's normal. Trust me, that's normal. That's okay numbers, and once making money, like you should not expect the money to continue coming. Like it's
Yep.
not gonna be like that. It's not, nothing's guaranteed. There's like, hopefully you'll be consistent in taking your in uh, taking consistent steps in your process only, because the money is the result of you taking consistent steps in your process and following your system. And system might not perform for 3 months. Like, I mean, I've had these multiple times, like these periods as well, where you think like, what the fuck, how can this, like, 2 months ago everything worked fine, and now nothing's working, but that's just simply your system that you have to trust. And that's it, and then you'll get back to it.
Yeah, definitely. Systems go through wins and losses. It has its winning periods, losing periods.
Yeah.
Like for example, this year I've only had 2 months so far which I had no payouts. So that was February and June. I've had 0 payouts in those 2 months. But in all the other months, I've had consistent payouts, and my biggest month was in May, which was $250,000. So May, $250,000, June, $38,000, July, $0. Now August, maybe it was going to be a winning month. I don't know. But look how much has been made in that short period of winning periods. What's a losing period? It doesn't matter, because probably across the year, most of my months are going to be profitable. So those little losing months, it's just little dips, but in an overall bullish market, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. Like equity curve is still pointing up anyway.
Exactly. Little losing months, it's not going to affect anything, because I'm in it for the long run. I don't really care for the month to month or week to week, because I have evidence that my system does work. Come on, over the past year, if 650K in payouts, I know I'm doing something right. Obviously, it's going to be losing periods, but I know my system works.
Because it has been paying, as long as it is paying.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I have evidence that it works, so why would I then start doubting it? It makes no sense. I know it works, so I'm just going to trust it and just wait for it.
Okay.
How do you make sure your previous trades results don't affect your next trades? It's you want to take that, Armash? You were on it. No, you were on a good run.
No, I would just probably start insulting people. So I'd rather you go for it.
Cool. Fahad.
What was the question? Because I'm still laughing at Zamco. You are insulting people. No, those are facts. Whatever you say, it's facts.
How do you make sure your previous trade results don't affect your next trades? So let's say if you had let's say you had multiple wins and then you start taking losses, or vice versa. Like if you had multiple losses and then you start taking wins,
that's something Zamka has been explaining. That if I have been winning with the same strategy, then I face a losing streak, then I just accept it. I just trust my system. It will happen. People always focus. Most of the people there focuses so much on the charts, but trading, this is something being run by the entire world. It's businesses, money in, money out. That's why we're having this movement. So you just use the business mind, as someone who's operating in a business. So if my business has been paying out, I've been making profits in my business for the previous 5 days, then why would I cry if I make losses in the next 2 days? So I believe you just have to trust your system. Nothing much you can do about that.
Yeah, definitely.
How to avoid liquidity sweeps, because they seem to be weakness in my strategy. I've been doing okay, but I've had liquidity sweeps really affect my balance. You cannot avoid it. I mean, you cannot anticipate it, because then you'll lose. You need to weigh whether do you want to have less trades or more trades. And if you're gonna try to avoid liquidity, you'll have less entries, but then you'll have a bigger win rate, I guess. But then if you, like me, I'm not trying to avoid liquidity. I know that it could happen. I could get a sweep, but I mean, just don't be greedy. Put your stop loss a little bit, like 2 pips over, and that's it. Like your question is based on how to avoid the loss, and it's a wrong. You're asking a wrong question. Like you cannot avoid it. It's gonna happen more often than not. That's like you have to get it to your head that you lose more, and you always. And I've noticed people try to they're all like, yes, we want to win trades, of course we want to win trades, but they chase, they put this winner on a pedestal. Like you need to focus on the process. Like, did you manage your risk? Did you enter according to your plan? Did you not over leverage, etc., whatever your plan says? And then the result, it's random. Whether you lose or you win, it's very random, but majority of the time you will lose. So just enter the market, and accept that you will most likely lose. instead of thinking of potential profit, think of, okay, like if I lose, will it hurt my account, etc. Like what can I do to put my stop loss a little bit perhaps at a better place, etc., etc. Of course, your risk to reward will suffer a little, but I mean, it's not something you need to like completely change,
All right. Yeah. No, I absolutely agree. King Sigma, it feels like he's just getting questions from ChatGPT and is
It's
asking
also with like
a bunch of different
with these
ones.
things, like what do you call them in English? Like the quotes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. He's not even asking. Look, like it's just paragraphs coming one after the other. I know that's not you. Anyways, there's a question. How do you filter out your strategies to make it into your trading system, like counter trend and trend side? I mean, how do you filter out? How I go about creating a trading system? You just back test and forward test, and then you see how profitable it is really, and then you just start refining things on based off the data that you have. So if you journal every single win and loss performing, like if you use a single set strategy in terms of your entry model, where you're entering, why you're entering, where your TP is, where your stop loss is, and you can replicate that again and again and again, and then you journal the wins and the losses, you're going to find out from that data, where does it perform better, what time does it perform better, and you can get an overall win percentage or whatever. And that's how your trading system is built, really. I didn't journal like in like an actual system. Rather, it was just taking the losses over time, just in my head. I just see like, okay, when I do this type of entry, it doesn't work. But if I wait for this type of entry, it works better. If I wait for a confirmation on the low time frame, oh look, my win rate is much better. So it's just over time, you just get all the data and you just refine it, slowly looking at what works best. And then at the end, you have a trading system.
Yeah, agree. I mean, we have to, it's all data driven, What you can do with AI now with ChatGPT is if you get all the data in the Google Sheet, like what I did, like I have thousands and thousands of trades. If you want to play with the ChatGPT, like because I use it a lot, I use a lot of ChatGPT, so like now I have certain chats kind of trained of how what sort of questions I'm gonna ask, etc. So like for example, I have my data analyst in ChatGPT as well. So you need to just paste your CSV file with all the data, give it a brief give it a good explanation of what it is and what you need to do, and it'll crunch it and give you certain statistics, and then you go from there. We have a push lower on euro dollar. We are still not break even though. We are waiting 2R to be hit to be break even, but I think it should. I mean, there was a good push. I mean, we have liquidity below. We'll see how this 15-minute candle closes, but looks all right. So I mean, pretty much everything played out as I said. Well, it didn't yet. Like it still could, but I mean, it looks okay now. So we just tapped into the area we created. Like if we look at 5 minutes, we created this liquidity here with this little minor breakup structure, and we're just keeping the 5-minute order flow bearish, as you can see, and we're making new lows now. And if we are taking we will be going break even at 2R and then taking profit at 3R, fixed 3R. That's it. And
Very nice trade.
yeah, majority of the trades are majority of the target should be 1.69, so it's like close to 117, psychological levels. So
That's a great trade. But
yeah, I mean,
like,
it,
what do you think
it,
happens?
it doesn't happen often, but
Arnas, what do you think happens if, for example, we have made that analysis, we have executed ourselves, we have been live, okay, and then we have
yeah.
like 100 people of in FundingPips, they have used the same trade to pass the challenge.
Yeah, and I'm happy if people took. I mean, I really encourage people to take our trades. I mean, it would be really like the thing that you are getting here, like seeing like it's over $800,000 in payouts between three of us, close to $1 million in payouts. And if you are doubting, like, and it doesn't matter if it's a sell or if it's a win or if it's a loss, because yesterday I took a loss on gold as well, and I mean, you would have lost with me, but I mean, again, and we're just coming back to the same topic. Like, people are afraid of losing, I guess. And I mean, if you see us take a trade, take the trade. Nobody's going to breach your accounts, trust me. Not break even yet.
NYSE has opened up, NASDAQ straight away pushed down. I had an idea that it's not going to sweep up first and just randomly just shoot straight down at market open. And
you want to share the
exactly
chart? I'll notify once we're break even. If you want to, I can still keep the chart and keep the trade on. Maybe people are like the dopamine you have, once you see the candles move, etc. If somebody, is there anybody that took the trade, or like from the chat? I know that my community has.
Someone is asking, tell me which session is good for scalp.
Again,
that's something for you to figure out.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't think we should give that answer. You're not doing your due diligence. You aren't doing your due diligence to work out how it works. What's the best time for you? If you're just going to sit there and ask, when should I start scalp? Like, what time should I scalp?
I don't know. Actually,
are you even trading?
Actually, for me to be profitable, I wish I knew earlier. Me to be profitable, I had to first accept that profitability in trading is all about me as an individual. It's not the charts, it's not the strategy, it's me, So I had to find what works out for me, what makes me happy, what keeps me strong when I'm executing my entry, what makes me that much strong, Yeah, so it's all about you. It's not us to tell you which session is good for you. It's about you trying out everything until you find out.
You need to
what
test
works
it.
for
You need to test it and work out the data. You just need to test it. It's all about testing.
Yeah, absolutely. How much took profitable trade? What? Zamco, how much took profitable trader bean?
I think he's asking like, how what's your biggest profitable trade?
Oh, my biggest profitable trade was 100,000 in one trade.
Holy shit.
Braz made magic.
100 bags in probably like 4 hours or something, right?
It was more like 6 to 7 hours.
Yeah.
Basically, you know what's funny? I had made $73,000 in one trade, and then I blew that account. This was a funded account. Really, I could have just waited to get my payout. Yeah. So I had $73,000 and $73,000 payout ready. I blew that account, and then I was like, okay, this is very annoying. In 2 weeks, I buy another account, I pass it, and then I make 100,000 in a single trade. And the reason I blew my 73 one was I wasn't happy with the 73. I wanted to hit 100,000, so I tried to take more trades, and then I just lost the whole amount.
Fuck.
So could have been more, but
yeah, that's like that's a lot of money when you think about it. That's like a lot to lose. It's like a
Someone is like, this session has added to my experience. Yeah, that's the reason why we are here. That's why we are here.
So you know what's funny? When people see me like take a loss and like loss after loss or whatever, or they see me blow an account, it's like, well, like, how are you so calm about it? I've lost $73,000 in a single day. I don't care about $500.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
It doesn't.
I had
you just Get used
I
to it.
had it in start of June. I lost around 60, over 60, and then a
Wow.
payout of 20 something like that. So like I had my fair share as well of
Mhm.
these kind of bigger numbers, that I had and then I didn't, kind of.
Yeah.
So I
Yeah.
mean, the whole few $100 and challenges, etc. It's like, I guess it's the process. Like, I guess it has to be this way, like life takes
Good.
you through like life prepares you for something. So
Yeah, like that reply Zamco made on Twitter. There is a guy who always called like a little something. It was like the guy commented with a lot
Little
of
shark.
hate, and Zamco replied with, like, let me go in my AMG and I think about it. I was like, what?
Yeah.
So that was dope, eh? Some
Yeah.
people come
Yeah.
with a lot of hate, in the comment section and be like, now what can I tell? What's your age that change your break even stage to profitable stage? Arnas, that's your question, Arnas.
is it Arnas or Armas? No,
It's
yeah,
Armash.
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 Yeah.
So Armash.
Okay. Yeah.
Armash. But it's just easier to call me Zamco. Um, So yeah, that tweet was really funny. He said, "You are a bad trader. Risk management to the mud. If you actually know what you're doing rather than gambling, there is no way you wouldn't have won a trade. Perhaps if the pair you trade most is in bad market structure, you take a break and wait. Fix up." He's telling me to fix up. You're a bad trader. You don't know risk management. Because I shared all of my losses, right? And I'm like, look, I've been on a losing streak. So then I replied with a picture saying, "Thank you, little shark. I'll sit in my AMG and I'll think about this deeply." And then I shared a picture of my car.
Yeah.
That
The
was a
hate is
gangster
real.
reply.
I mean, didn't you see, like, Zamco? I mean, once you started gaining overall following, etc., don't you started getting a lot more hate as well? Like, because for me, it was like at some point I was like, should have stayed, like, just be on my own and shit.
Yeah, I've got. It's mainly on Twitter. I get a lot of people saying, "You're a scammer. Your payouts are fake." And when my favorite is, "Your payouts are fake." Okay,
Scan the
scan the
code.
QR code. Here you go.
Yeah.
Scan the QR code. Go
Yeah.
on. It's like, and they'll still call it fake. It's like, all right, man. Well, that tells me everything I need to know about you.
Yeah, it also, I had an interesting experience yesterday. I commented on some sort of like a picture of a guy received like some sort of like a nice payout, etc. And then I got a DM pretty much of someone who's blown their account due to over leverage. After I saw it, he was trading, I think, 16 lots of gold on a 100K account. And then saying that oh, I didn't breach anything, there's no proof, etc., like kind of really attaching themselves to for example, blowing an account. I mean, just let it go. It's like like, if the system, like, they're really not like watching you like wait until like few dollars are left, etc., and then like breaching you or something. I mean, the guy, he was saying that he was trading 2 lots on gold, and then I told him, send me a screenshot, I'll ask around. And then he sent me a screenshot of only entry prices, and then by the look of entry prices, and then, for example, losses and how far the entry and exit prices is, like, I can see that it's like there's no way there's 2 lots on gold, and then
Yeah.
it ends up being 16 lots. So I mean, yeah, 16 lots on gold. I think it was just full margin of a 100K account, and it was and then it was on June 6th, and I'm like, okay, June 6th sounds like a Friday. And then I watch the calendar, exactly like straight after NFP. And then
NFP.
yeah, and then they're writing us and saying that we're getting special treatment because they're like poor because somebody, like, it's not fair or whatever. No, you should not place 16 lots on a 100K account on a Friday on an NFP day. That's something.
On an NFP
yeah,
day.
that's just something you don't do. That's it. I mean, and there's, and I told him afterwards, like, I'm sorry. I mean, I've wasted my time here. You should have said so, like, right away, you know, because I took my time to respond and chat and asked him to send me photos, etc., of like violation snapshots. But I mean,
Yeah.
the guy is still asking people, you know, and it's been over 1.5 months since 6th of June. Like, just let it go. Try again, you know? It's not a big deal to lose. Like, it's only a few $100 anyway.
Yeah. A lot of dishonesty within this trading space.
Yeah. And it's a lot of hate as well.
And that's why to be profitable, you have to first accept, you have to take responsibility for all the trades you take, you know. Because if you don't accept, then you are not learning. You are not willing to improve.
A lot of people don't realize that majority of all the things that are going bad in their life is because of themselves. They don't realize how much they can influence. Sure, there's where you are born, you can't control that. If there's a natural disaster, you can't control that. But how you respond to things is all down to you. So if you're going to sit there and complain about everything, oh, this happened because of that, oh, I was slipped, or this and that, most of the time it's just you're the issue. A lot of people don't realize how much they can actually control in their lives. If they're unprofitable, I can guarantee it's because of you. It's got nothing to do with the market. It's got nothing to do with the prop firm. It's just you. Like, you could sit there and cry all day, not make any decision to change. But if you actually took control of your life, actually did the correct things that you should have been doing, guess what? You can change your life around. So again, these 6 years of failure, I could have quit. But did I? No, I just kept going because I knew there's much more to this. I see the opportunity. I'm not going to stop. Most people would have quit, and they have. And that's on them. Again, that's a choice they made. I made the active decision to just keep going. And that's what I mean. It all comes down to you and your choices. You can't sit there and complain. So look, the guy got slipped on a Friday after NFP trading 16 lots. He can sit there and complain all he wants, but you made that decision. You did not do the correct thing that you should have. So it all comes down to your decisions.
True. And you know, majority, like, for example, if you look at like some sort of disasters, I'm not talking about natural disasters, but like plane crash, or like train crash, whatever, something that caused some sort of a human loss. Like, majority of the time, it's not the mechanical thing or like system failure. It's usually a failure in human input. So
human negligence, or most of the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
So we're pulling back a little bit now, perhaps building a lower high. And we are not yet break even. So now we have a zone that price could tap into, fill more orders. Right here.
What do you say to people that ask you how do you become disciplined? Because I find it very hard to answer that question, because I can't teach you to be disciplined. That's just something you have to do. You have to do the hard work. You can't just tell someone, oh, this is how you be disciplined. No, you just have to go through the hardship and just do it. So how would you guys respond to that? Because I saw a question saying, how do I become disciplined in trading?
I mean, it's like the question screams, give me a shortcut, you know?
Yeah.
It's
and we don't have anything like shortcuts in this business. No shortcuts here.
You take the fall, you take the hit, you take the loss, and you need to keep continuing, like, to turn everything off and continue what you're doing. Like, that's the only way to do it. Like, it's
also that discipline comes on the way. That discipline comes on the way. That's what we have been actually saying the entire day. That it's
King Sigma
it's
says
you,
there's
you know?
no benefits. He has wasted his time. here. Well, I disagree. I think we are kind of like we're actually having a pretty smart conversation. I mean, if it was me 4 years ago, I would be just writing everything down. You broke my heart from beginning video. I came here, but I didn't win. Is it right? And subscribe and liked every video.
So that's a
That's the
person that can't accept things.
yeah. Well, that's the thing about, you know, a lotto or whatever. So
Yeah.
like, I mean,
And also something people don't realize, you know, when someone sees Zamco withdrawing big, Armas making big money, then they think like when Zamco is analyzing, maybe he brings a lot of computers, maybe he has someone from the Wall Street there, you know. They think a trading strategy has to be complicated, you know, writing a lot
yeah.
of things on the screen. So
Zamco
when they
has his
see,
own quants behind him all the
you know,
time.
so when
The
they see
little
you
Chinese
making
boy.
analysis simple, when they see your analysis is simple, your strategy is so simple, they'll be like, you know what, this is boring. I'm not learning anything, because your trading strategy has to be boring. By the way, it has not. It doesn't have to be so complicated that you have to analyze from morning to evening, making the same analysis. No. So that's the problem many people face these days.
Okay, there's this question that says, how do you balance between personal life and trading? That's a very irrational question. For one, I don't know what your life looks like. You know your schedule better than anyone else. You know exactly where you can fit trading. You know, honestly, I think everyone knows the answers to the questions they ask. They just can't be asked to, like, think about it. You know your own schedule. You know exactly what time you have breaks. You know exactly at what time of the day you can sit and actually look at the charts. You know exactly when you can fit trading into your life. I can't answer that for you. Like, for example, when I was working in a physiotherapy clinic, I was on the hospital wards all day long, right? But I knew that, okay, I'm going to set alerts to the key areas that I'm looking at. If I get an alert, I'm going to go to the toilet. I'm going to go there for a few minutes, take my entry, place my stop loss, and then go back to work. It's just understanding your situation and then revolving things around that. I can't answer that question for you. I don't know what your life looks like.
Yeah, it's very different for everyone. For me, it was like same thing, but for me, it was behind the bar. So I was standing behind the bar making cocktails and stuff, and I just get a the good thing about working in the bar was I had my work day was on Saturday, so I had a Monday free at all times. Yeah. So I had Monday and Tuesday free. Then Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I did like 12-hour shifts. So Monday, Tuesday, completely fine with trading, etc. But then if I had like something going on, like New York session, getting an alert,
You guys,
during
you guys
yeah.
have seen the real hustle. You know, me, I have never been employed. Either trading has to work
Good
out.
for you, I guess.
No, it's not
You
good,
never,
bro, because do you know that even you need that knowledge of being employed in your trading journey. You know,
but
for
how
me,
come? Did you study or something, or how old are you? What
yeah, I
happened?
was a
What?
student since
Okay.
2015. You know, so
Okay.
after getting the accident I had to be in a wheelchair where I am today, so it
Oh, okay.
trading
Okay.
had
Okay.
it trading had to work out, like it or not.
Yeah.
So I had to
Okay.
lose money. Actually, I think that affected me so long because I would have been profitable. Because I started in 2015, people are getting profitable after 5 years, 4 years. You know, for me, I have just been profitable here like 3 years back. You know, so it affected me so much because I didn't even know that making 1% per day is good money. You know, all I wanted to do is make as much as I can. But if you have been employed before, you'll be like, you know what? The people who were employing me, they were making 10% per quarter. You know, 10% is also it's also good money. So I have never been employed anywhere.
Yeah.
Trading
Well,
has to
now
work.
like you're a business owner, so I mean, you will
Definitely.
yeah, you will get struggles of the thing about being employed, what it gives you, being employed, that you do your task, like, because you have to, you're getting paid for doing a certain task, and if you don't do it, you get yelled at, or like, complained at, etc., etc., if you don't do that. But having your own business, you might slack because the boss is yourself. Like, there's no one to look over you, like to watch over you, or to tell you to do something, etc. It's only you. So it's way harder to be disciplined, to it's way harder to like, it's easier to slack once you are a business owner, because there's nobody who's going to give you shit. And once you're employed, like that, so I guess that's the thing we can give you from our time being employed, is that it's a good thing, I guess, to have, as it builds structure, but in this case for you, you'll have to build it yourself. So yeah, continued strength to you, brother.
And actually, I have been. That's why I said it's sometimes it's a good thing to be employed before, because
Yeah.
I've been struggling so hard with investing. You make money from trading. You want to invest in something, then the people you give the money, they know you know nothing. You are too green. They take advantage of all that. But
Yeah.
as time goes on, you start, because if you are a trader, you have to know how those big institutes operate, how those banks operate. So that's when I started taking things serious. So they are back to your entry level.
Yeah, it's close to the entry level now. Everything is still valid though. So, and it did not reach my designated area for me to go break even. So I still have an open stop loss. I mean, I've seen it so many times where I go break even too early, it comes back, taps me out, and then goes back to my entry. So the plan is to follow the plan. So I wait
Yeah.
until 2R is hit, and then I go break even. And it might happen off stream as well, same as on Friday last week as well. That's I guess it's a flaw, and I guess a beauty of trading a little bit bigger time frames, not like 1 minute, etc. But the bigger stop loss is that, like, it takes time to play out the trade. It can come back to your entry multiple times as well. Like, we had a perfect example on Zamco's trade as well, that it came back to entry, like into drawdown, and then moved far out again once more. So we'll see how it is. And price is still making like lower low, lower high, lower low. It's just a big push, big reaction, with the 1 hour candle closing like kind of bullish. So and then we had a sweep here, like from these levels here. So we'll see. I mean, I'm not phased anyway, but I think we're gonna stop the stream soon. I think, no, like, it's been 2
Yeah,
hours
I think
already.
it's already time. It's already 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I am, guys, still in the trade. I'll update.
Okay.
What is your opinion on putting stop loss at entry? Yeah, that's like, I mean, I talked about it just yet. It's 2R, and then I go break even. So putting my stop loss at entry means going break even. But yeah, guys, like the video, subscribe to Tradin TV, subscribe to FundingPips. It was a pleasure, lads, to chat. And I think we're about to end, and the 10 winners are being spammed right now
Yeah.
in the chat. So make sure to contact the administration and get your accounts. So thank you, guys. Armash, Fahad, it's been a pleasure.
Okay, bro.
Yeah, man.
Okay.